We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. Right now, lawyers for former Baltimore City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby are in court. The requests her legal team is making before the judge in her federal trial. After days of record heat, things are finally cooling down, but now the concern is incoming storms. Meteorologist Amy Aronson will time it all out for us coming up. And demands for answers and accountability. The concerns residents are raising as the investigation into the Brooklyn Holmes mass shooting continues. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Shannon Lilly. We begin with a weather alert. Right now, we are tracking another round of showers and strong storms slated to move through our region this evening. For a closer look at the timing of all of this, let's go straight to meteorologist Amy Aronson. Amy.
Yeah, we are under a slight risk again today due to the potential for strong to severe storms later this evening. So that's a 2 out of 5 on our threat level scale. It means any storm that develops later today will have the potential to produce not only some heavy rain, but also some damaging wind gusts and even some hail. So here's a closer look at the timeline. First of all, it's still going to be hot and kind of steamy. Not as brutal as it has been the past couple of days, but I think we still make our way into the low 90s. Plus, it's going to feel like triple digits when you take into account that humidity. I think the main time frame for the showers and storms will develop this evening after 5 o'clock. So for dinner plans, Friday night plans, they will be scattered, but where they develop, they could be kind of feisty. Now, coming up in 10 minutes, I'll take you through the timeline, not only for today in more detail, but we'll also look ahead at our weekend storm chances, too. Shannon?
Thanks, Amy. Happening now, lawyers for former Baltimore City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby are in court. It's part of a pretrial status conference in the federal case against her. Mosby is facing 4 federal charges, 2 for perjury and 2 for making false statements on a loan application. The judge will also hear from both sides about whether to move the case out of Baltimore. Mosby's team is requesting the trial be held in Greenbelt, claiming it would be impossible to find an impartial jury in Baltimore because of media coverage of the former city state's attorney and her case. Prosecutors say Mosby brought the media attention on herself, holding news conferences and sitting in for an interview on national television. Just in, a 41-year-old man is shot by 2 people who then took off in his own car. It happened just after midnight on South Bentaloo Street. That's in southwest Baltimore. The victim told police 2 people came up to him and shot him before taking off in his car. The shooting marks the 457th of the year. That's 50 fewer than this time last year. Killings are also down. There have been 194 compared to 242 this time last year. The investigation into the Brooklyn Holmes mass shooting is ongoing. A recently released after-action report shows Baltimore City Police admit they made mistakes in the case. As Olivia Dance shows us, it's prompting residents to take their concerns straight to the mayor.
Well, the meeting began with each city agency outlined in that after-action report presenting their findings to residents. After that, residents had the chance to voice their concerns and ask any questions.
I'm saddened because could this have possibly been avoided? We had 28 young people injured, and we don't know to what capacity, but they'll certainly be traumatized no matter what physical capacity it's at. And we had 2 young people die.
I heard on TV a lot that they caught this person, that person. But is that the people who did it? Because then if you're not got nobody directed to the killing, they out there still killing.
At this meeting, the mayor's office only allowing cameras inside before the meeting, but once it started, the cameras were turned off to provide privacy and comfort for residents. You just heard some residents' concerns from that meeting, including concerns about the investigation and arrests. So far, police have made 4 arrests, including a 14-year-old suspect arrested at school. But none of the suspects arrested so far are directly charged with the 2 murders. The mass shooting killed 2 and injured 28 others. Mayor Scott says the meeting is the first step toward healing and accountability following the shooting. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Olivia, thanks. When the after-action report was released last week, the acting police commissioner admitted the department made mistakes. Richard Worley says leadership didn't know about the party until the day of. The mayor blamed officers who responded to the block party and the Southern District Command. Making headlines, President Biden is traveling overseas. He's heading to New Delhi to participate in the Group of 20 summit there this weekend. This meeting comes less than 3 months after Modi traveled to the U.S. for a state visit to the White House. The trip comes just as a new poll shows how challenging President Biden's re-election bid is going to be here at home. A new CNN poll showing him trailing or tied with just about every Republican 2024 candidate in hypothetical head-to-head matchups. Topping world news today marks 1 year since the death of Queen Elizabeth II. She died at the age of 96 after having presided for 70 years on Britain's throne. Here's our look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, as the ongoing legal saga surrounding BGE external gas regulators continues in Baltimore City, one man in Baltimore County says he's been fighting a similar battle himself. Al Corpez shared these photos of where his BGE gas meter used to be, just inside his garage and a few feet off the ground. He says BGE forced him to move the regulator outside, threatening to turn off his service if he didn't.
BG&E sent a letter stating that they wanted gas meters moved from inside the garages due to a safety hazard and wanted them relocated outside. You have a greater chance of damaging the regulator and the gas meter being exposed outside than you do in the garage.
BGE says it relocated thousands of garage gas meters in recent years after a customer accidentally struck their meter, leading to an explosion at a Columbia home. Trending number 2, 2 men are sentenced for their roles in the death of a Catonsville youth sports coach. Jordan Taylor was killed during a 2009 home invasion in Baltimore City. Khalil Madden and Aaron Butler were sentenced Thursday to decades in prison. They were convicted on gun charges, conspiracy to commit burglary, and conspiracy to commit armed robbery. Trending number 3, in Hagerstown, police say someone left a bomb at a local shopping center. Officials say a bomb squad safely detonated the bomb yesterday after nearby hotels and businesses were evacuated. No one was hurt, according to the state fire marshal. Trending number 4, the Maryland State Fair is back for its final weekend, and the schedule is just jam-packed. Today, All Time Low is playing along with Mayday Parade and Gym Class Heroes. Then tomorrow, Quinn 92 is performing along with the concerts. There's also going to be so much to do, like horse racing, lumberjack shows, rides, and more. The fair will be open today, Saturday and Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. And if you are headed out to the fair this weekend, be sure to share all of your favorite photos and videos with us. You can submit that content through our Chime In tab. That's at foxbaltimore.com or on the WBFF app. Still ahead, is the secret to being happy just being married? Coming up, how a new study links our relationship status to our happiness. And Gatorade is out with a new drink, and it's getting some mixed reaction. Why some are calling it silly. But first, a Florida court is expected to hear for the first time. But it's not looking like Marlon Humphrey will play. He was not at practice yesterday, and we're told he is still recovering from his mid-August foot surgery. Kickoff is 1 p.m. Sunday at M&T Bank Stadium. Still ahead, a viral challenge that some fear may have had deadly consequences. Coming up, how the makers of the One Chip Challenge are responding. But first, the race for Baltimore City mayor is taking shape. How it could be a repeat of 2020. Coming up at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. It's 11:13. You're watching Fox 45 News Midday. All right, we are back taking a live look over the Inner Harbor. It looks nice out there now. It's the calm before the storm. We're on weather alert as we could see storms later this afternoon. So stick with us because meteorologist Amy Aronson is going to time it all out for us. That's coming up in just about 5 minutes. Topping your election 2024 news, Sheila Dixon throws her hat into the ring to become the next Baltimore City mayor. Dixon's decision to jump into the race makes her the first major challenger to Mayor Scott and sets up a repeat of the 2020 election. Dixon first served as mayor in 2006, taking over when former Mayor Martin O'Malley was sworn in as governor. Then in 2007, she won the election for mayor, but was later convicted of embezzling after stealing gift cards meant for the poor. Dixon left office in 2010 as part of a plea agreement to a perjury charge. Dixon is already calling for more transparency and accountability in City Hall, taking aim at Mayor Scott's flagship gun violence prevention program, Safe Streets. Mayor Scott points to its success, highlighting the growing number of violence interrupter mediations and a study completed by Johns Hopkins showing some reductions in gun violence in certain Safe Streets zones. But yesterday, Dixon called for an investigation into the program. Fox 45 pressed her on what exactly she wants to see.
I mean, our funding comes from the state, comes from the federal government, might be an independent entity that needs to look at that. It's certain information that's asked about the budget, not necessarily the employees, I wouldn't give up those names, but the funding and where's it going to, where's accountability, and how's the reporting done, and how do you connect what they're doing versus what somebody else is doing.
Well, Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost has been investigating Safe Streets for years. For her in-depth reporting, head to foxbaltimore.com. 11:17 and trending now. The company behind the viral One Chip Challenge is pulling the product following the death of a Massachusetts teen. An autopsy has not yet revealed a cause of death for 14-year-old Harris Wallabaugh, but his family believes the extremely spicy tortilla chip played a role. The chip's maker, Pocky, released a statement saying it was, quote, deeply saddened by the death. The company notes the One Chip Challenge is only intended for adults. It says it's pulling the product from shelves out of an abundance of caution. Mark Clark with Bmore Lifestyle is here now. And Mark, oh my goodness, it's hard for me to even wrap my mind around why this chip is available, why they're encouraging you to eat the chip and then not drink any water, and the possibility that you can have severe side effects with this chip. It's hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an interesting world. I mean, you know, on one hand, It's not really that hard to believe. We all got family members that eat the hottest pepper. They were proud of that.
That's true.
And as a kid, you wanted to match your uncle's ability to eat the hottest. Then it became viral, right? It became viral. And so again, it is so sad that it ended this way.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, you know. Okay, so now should they be on the shelf but with a warning, and then not be able to being sold to kids under a certain age? It creates a lot of interesting scenarios.
Yeah.
And it just feels like, you know, I know they obviously never imagined this could happen, but you know, how they move afterwards will be interesting. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I just think the fact that doctors have said it can cause severe side effects. Why is this just easily available? There definitely needs to be a warning of some sort.
And if you investigate the candy that's out there,
yeah,
we probably will be surprised.
Yeah, very true. And that's a lot to get into.
Yeah.
But we wish we had more time.
Not enough time this time.
Yeah, not enough time. Thanks, Mark. All right, we are turning back now to that weather alert where we are tracking another round of showers and strong storms slated to move through our region this evening. On the left side of your screen, you can see our HD Weather Authority, and then on the right, we are taking live looks over the Inner Harbor in Towson, where things are calm for now. But as meteorologist Amy Aronson explains, it is the calm before the storm. Let's get over. Amy, that is the case, right?
Yeah, exactly. The sun is shining and temperatures are heating up. We're at 84 degrees currently. Dew points are also up there. We're currently looking at a dew point of 70 degrees. So that humidity, yeah, it's noticeable. And that's going to be kind of the ingredients behind another round of showers and storms, much like what we saw last night. So here's the culprit. It's actually this same weather maker from yesterday. It's a front that's just kind of stalled out and is hanging around our area. And that continues to be the trigger behind showers and storms. And Future Scan shows that potential, firing up around 5 o'clock this evening, first west of here, and then traveling eastward. So I think it's a later Friday event between 9 and 10 o'clock. That cluster of showers and storms rolls through. And then Saturday morning, things calm down again. So tomorrow morning, that front still hanging out nearby means a dry start to the day. But it looks like tomorrow evening, we get another round of scattered showers and storms firing up first around 5 o'clock and then taking us through your Saturday evening. So for Saturday evening plans, we're also tracking that potential. Sunday, similar setup. Dry to begin, showers and storms to wrap things up. So for today, we are looking at a slight risk for severe weather. That's why we're under weather alert. The time frame after 6 o'clock up through about midnight. Main concern would be damaging wind gusts. We also can't rule out heavy rain, hail, also a potential kind of like what we saw yesterday. Luckily, that threat for tornadoes looks low. If you're headed to the Ravens game, the home opener on Sunday, be prepared. We could see a stray shower, especially as the game wraps up. Otherwise, temperatures not bad for some fall football. We're in the mid-80s. Weather alert today, though, because of that storm potential. We're also tracking the potential for showers and storms Saturday and Sunday. Looking ahead at next week, the unsettled pattern will continue. Shannon?
Still ahead, changing their pay structure. Why some new Walmart hires will be making less than if they'd been hired last month. But first, new safety measures for Snapchat. How the app is working to protect its youngest users. It's 11:21. You're watching Fox 45 News Midday. All right, don't miss this. Snapchat says it's working on new safety features to better protect teens. Those new safety features include restrictions on friend suggestions and a new system for taking down age-inappropriate content. Snapchat also put out YouTube videos for parents about the features and an updated website laying out its teen safety and parental control policies. The country's largest private employer is changing its pay structure. The Wall Street Journal reports Walmart will pay some new hires less than it would have 3 months ago. Under the new plan, most new workers will make the lowest possible hourly wage. In the past, some new hires would have made slightly more than other new hires, such as cashiers. Walmart's minimum hourly wage of $14 remains unchanged and still varies by region. Uber is expanding its partnership with the National Football League. The 4-year deal will transport football fans and also will include Uber Eats service at games, starting with SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles this Sunday. Fans can order from the Uber Eats app, skip the concessions line, and grab food without missing any of the action. That's a pretty good deal. Speaking of food, it is time now for your lunch break. Why not grab a book and read some while you eat lunch today? Because today is International Literacy Day. Every September 8th, groups around the world focus on the importance of learning to read and write. The United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization started the observation in 1967. That's all the time we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Bmore Lifestyle is up next, and Mark Clark is back to tell us what they're working on. Hey, Mark.
Shannon, a lot going on this weekend. We're going to be at the fair. You got the game going on this weekend. You know, we got Baltimore Comic Con, so a lot going on. Hopefully I'll see you out there in those Baltimore streets, okay? Oh, yes. Coming up, a pick-me-up for the school pickup line. Coming up, the new trend plastic surgeons are seeing now that school's back in session. We'll tell you all about it on Bmore Lifestyle coming up next.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Bmore Lifestyle.
Happy Friday. What's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark. This is Bmore Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here.
Hey, happy Friday.
Kyrie Skipwith, cool name. And meteorologist Amy Aronson is in the house in that purple. Go ahead, Amy, look smashing.
Come on, Purple
Good morning,
Friday.
everybody. Let me tell you right now, kids are back in school and
Thank
the
God.
drop-off line may look a little different. Apparently, moms are getting back to school Botox. One New York City plastic surgeon says he saw an uptick in the number of patients requesting Botox and fillers ahead of the new school year. He says many parents say they wanted a little pick-me-up so they look refreshed in the school pickup line. Now, Kyrie, is that all you?
Yeah. She said
Cherie, I'm sorry.
okay.
Cherie, I'm jacking up your name.
Cherie, darling.
Is that all you?
The
Is this
Botox?
face all you?
It's all me.
Oh, you're
yes.
checking.
No
You're so
Botox. It looks
perfect.
like it's all you. You
You're
look
so
all
perfect.
natural,
Yeah.
darling.
Are you shocked by this, that moms are getting, Botox?
I'm not shocked. Not the way the world is today. Not shocked.
Okay.
No.
A little disappointment in the voice. Well, Amy, will you be down the line one of those moms?
I mean, you cannot get Botox when you're pregnant, so I
Okay,
don't
so
have
you gotta
Botox
wait till
right
after
now.
birth. Okay.
For a little
Got
time
you.
after.
She
but
said
I
by
don't know.
December. She said by December she'll have
She
some.
said, you never know.
I mean, I'm already tired. You can definitely tell I don't get it right now. And I don't even
Okay.
have a child yet.
Lady T.
I don't,
In the future.
I have a youthful look to me where I already am beautiful, so I just don't feel like I'm gonna need Botox anytime soon.
Yeah.
But maybe in the future, honestly. Botox, there's fillers.
Yeah.
We did a couple segments like a couple years ago where it was like, what's the difference between Botox and fillers? So I understand why moms are getting this.
Well, my kids
little
are
lift.
no
little
longer
lift,
on
right?
the line, but I had my work years ago.
Yes, you look refreshed.
Thank you. A woman,
Awesome. Looks great.
a woman is sharing an online, what she describes as a bizarre date. She says she met a man on a dating app. He asked her out for drinks, but she paid for. She says he was nice, but after thinking about it, she didn't see a future with him. So when a few days passed and he asked her out again, she was honest with him. Apparently, that's when he asked her to Venmo him the money he paid.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. We asking for money back now?
Oh, my.
Oh, I don't like this.
Cherie?
No,
Kyrie? Cherie?
not at all. Not at all. No.
like this?
No. No.
Lady T, you get food
Number
out all the time.
one, I don't have Venmo. Number two,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Number two, no. We're not giving back money for the
give
drink.
money back.
Can you give me back my time? Because you wasted my time. So can I get back my time? Can you?
Give me my time? What do you say?
How do you say you?
I want my time back.
Reclaiming my time. How do you get that?
Amy, you're married, so you don't have to worry about this. but would you be shocked by this?
Yeah, I mean, that's the risk you take with a date, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
He is,
And it's a drink, like, it's not
He's
even
setting
dinner.
back men 20 years on this.
How
This
many
is,
drinks
This
was
is a
it?
sucker move.
This is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want my money. Come on,
It's so
man.
petty, and it's
petty.
petty to see from a guy. You're like,
Yes.
this is why she's not going on a date with him. So
That's
I
right.
get it.
Guys,
That's so
come on,
weird.
guys. We got to do better.
Do
okay?
better. Tighten
We want
up.
you to tell it is it fair to ask for your money back? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Now, if you can get past bad dates, it may be worth it. A new study claims married people are among the happiest people in America. As part of the study, there was a survey asking people to rate their happiness level.
Wow.
Those who were married on average ranked their happiness 30 points higher than those who were single. Despite that fact, data from the census shows fewer people are getting married these days. So, again, Cherie, are you a married fan or no?
Yes, I am married. Been
Okay.
married for quite a long time.
He put a ring on it. Let's see the ring.
on it.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
that's a ring.
shiny
That's a
too.
ring ring.
Like
I can see it from
22
way
years
over
ago.
here.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at
22. You said how many?
Wow, 22.
I think we've been married 20. It's
She has
been so
no
long,
idea.
I can't
She said
remember.
after 20 you
Wow.
stop counting.
After 20 you stop.
Okay, I like
But
that.
we've been together over 30, so.
Oh, that's
He
amazing.
claims you long ago.
Okay.
Lady
I
T
won't
was even
tell
a-
you the age.
I like
Wow.
that.
Lady T,
Go, girl.
now you are single out in these streets. What do
I
you
know.
think?
I'm trying to step my game up to be like Amy and her. I want to be married. But you know what? Some of these married people do not look as happy when they're in the grocery stores and they're shopping for that significant other.
Yes.
But no, married people do look happy. I do
Yes.
want to be
Oh,
married one day.
Out at dinner, all you married people that look unhappy, you're making us look bad.
You make
okay?
it, yeah. Y'all make
Amy,
yourselves
you
look
sitting
bad.
at your dinner with your husband, and you look across the table, and they look like the most unhappy people ever. You
They
feel like,
do.
yo,
Right,
these
yeah.
people
It
look
just looks
miserable.
so quiet. There's no conversation. What's up with y'all on these dates, Amy?
That's not me. I'm a chit chatter, you know.
I can't relate. We don't relate to that.
Okay,
we are very happy
But
people.
so the marriage that sucks out there, you're hurting the good marriages.
Yeah, you are. Y'all
You know
look
you're
terrible.
right, Lady T deserves a dynamic, successful, funny, loving man.
Protector. I like them big and strong.
If you're looking for it, call 1-800-LADY-T.
1-800-LADY-T on me. Hey.
What are they? We have a few seconds. What are we, is there a height? Give us the height. Give us the requirement.
Okay, you gotta be like at least 5'12", and you gotta be fine, and you gotta have money.
Okay.
I know. I promise I'm not as bad as it seems. But it comes off that way.
We're gonna see Cherie and Amy. We'll see you later in the show. Lady T's off to her date. Now, still ahead, taking care of yourself can be the best version. You can be the best version of you when you take care of yourself. That's right. And part of taking care of yourself means understanding your physical fitness. Coming up, a new scale that helps you with that, okay? Also, health and, all right.
Wellness. All the good stuff.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
You're watching Bmore Lifestyle.
Health and wellness routines improve the lives of millions. Understanding your body is a big part of it. Stacey Bell's here to share a powerful new tool at a special low price to help you take care of yourself.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
If you're like me and everybody in your house is on a health journey, this Counto digital scale is really going to help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. I did a lot of research and I'm so excited about this. I'm going to show you what you get when you bring it home. But it is a digital scale and it gives you 12 different body measurements, not just your weight, because our weight really fluctuates. So this is going to give you more information, like you'll get your BMI, your bone index, and your basal metabolic rate. And if you're a new mom, it's really cool because there's a baby growth setting and you can put it in baby mode. And if you're an athlete, like I have a lot of muscle men in my house, you can also measure your muscle mass. I don't like getting on a scale. I do not, but knowledge is power, and this gives me so much information. It's really been a game changer with my health along that journey. This pairs with any smartphone, so you can take all of that data on this scale, and it's gonna be on your app. Now, let me tell you how this works. The science is a little bit much. The scale can measure all these things. All you got to do, you step on it. It uses bioelectrical impedance, which measures how easily an electrical signal can move throughout your body. I know it's a lot, but that signal is going to move faster through muscle, so it can help you track what's muscle and what's fat. This is such a great deal and a cool product. Right now, we're offering 38% off the Counto scale. Head over to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
This Bmore Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Flourishing Minds Wellness Center.
Self-care and wellness is more important than ever. The Flourishing Minds Wellness Center in Owings Mills is helping those who have a mental health diagnosis and a history of substance abuse. Joining us now to talk about the services at the center, LaTarsha Reeves. Welcome. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. So tell us about your organization.
Flourishing Minds Wellness Center is in Owings Mills, Maryland. We are an intensive outpatient program and a mental health program. We serve children and adults in the Baltimore, Maryland area. We offer residential housing. We have transportation for individuals that need those services. We provide mental health resources and substance use resources for everyone that's in the program.
I love it. So what inspired you to start Flourishing Minds?
I have been in the mental health field for about 10 years. I have experienced family members of mine dealing with mental health and substance use. I have a sibling that is no longer living that experienced substance use, and my program is now dedicated to him.
I love it. And again, in Baltimore, you know, we've had many challenges, and so to have an organization like yours is so important, especially with somebody who knows what it feels like to go through that.
Experienced it firsthand, absolutely.
And so what are the main services that you provide?
So we have multiple programs at the moment. We have an OMAC, which is the outpatient mental health clinic. We have a PRP, psychiatric rehabilitation program, and a substance abuse program. So we serve individuals with substance use backgrounds and mental health backgrounds.
So what makes the Flourishing Mind experience unique?
My program is a holistic program. We focus on the mind, body, and soul. We focus on yoga, meditation, a lot of holistic modalities. We do mindfulness exercises. The office is actually a modern facility made for each individual that steps inside to leave with a peace of mind.
I love it. And so how can our viewers find out more information?
FlourishingMindsWellness.com and give us a call at 667-298-3048.
Thanks so much. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
Up next, if you like being on the water and you love wine, we got a festival just for you. Stick around to hear from the organizers next.
This is Bmore Lifestyle.
The Wine on the Water Festival is a perfect way to celebrate on a weekend. I'm joined by the DMV wine lady, Cherie Skipwith, and we are excited about this wine on the water.
Yes.
Tell us, what makes this special, aside from you?
Well, Wine on the Water is the inner city wine festival. You don't have to travel far. You can, you know, have a great time here in the heart of the city of Baltimore. And we're just really, really excited to bring it, you know, back to Baltimore. We do this every year for the last 4 years, and we've grown tremendously. So we're really excited this year. We have a great entertainment lineup. You know, it's going to be an awesome day on Sunday.
Okay, so now break it down. Now tell me, what do I need to wear? What do I need to bring? And what should I expect?
Okay, so Wine on the Water, you can bring, please bring your tent.
Okay, bring
your chair.
Okay, got it.
We do have food vendors and lots of other artisans there. So if you don't want to pack, you know, coolers and things like that, just come. But you may bring your cooler.
Oh, wait a minute.
No outside alcohol, but you can bring your cooler. Come, you know, in nice, flowy clothing for the women, your sundresses. It's just going to be a nice, chill, you know, vibe. So come comfortable.
And should I do in addition to my chair, bring a blanket?
You can bring a blanket, yes, whatever makes you comfortable.
And then the vendors range from food to everything else, right?
Food to everything else, yes. We have lots of artsy vendors, clothing, jewelry, you know, food trucks. You know, like I said, the wineries, that's the focal point. So we have several wineries that'll be out there at your service.
And I know I asked you, I said, what kind are, I predicted you were a red wine person. You said not necessarily.
No.
You're a Riesling.
I love white wine. And yes, Riesling is my favorite.
Now, okay, and then you don't judge us people who do the sweet stuff, right?
No. I started there.
You started there?
I started there.
And so can you bring cash and credit? I mean, just bring everything.
I am suggesting you bring cash just because we don't know what the, you know, vendors, but most vendors do accept credit. So if you have cash, bring cash, but they accept credit as well.
It's interesting because this is one of those, I think, I like the date because if you didn't get it in early in the summer, this is like a chance to catch it and also, you know, catch this kind of like, you know, this last wave of weather like this. And so, again, where can people get more information? Where exactly is it? And how do people get in contact with you?
Wine on the Water is this Sunday, September the 10th at Middle Branch Park, Waterfront, 3301 Waterview Avenue. You may purchase your tickets on Eventbrite.com or visit Wine on the Water's website at www.wineonthewater.net.
I love it. Can they see you on Instagram at all?
Instagram is Wine on the Water Baltimore and Facebook is Wine on the Water Baltimore.
Thanks so much. Looking forward to it, okay?
Yes, thank you.
A lot of good things going on this weekend. Now to check in with weather with meteorologist Amy Aronson. What's going on, Amy?
Yeah, we're under weather alert today because of storms again. So we are under a slight risk for severe weather today. 2 out of 5 on our threat level scale. This means any storm that develops later on has the potential to produce some damaging wind gusts and even some hail, along with some heavy rain too. Right now it's the calm before any storms develop. Nothing really happening at the moment. It's quiet, but it is warm and a little sticky. So mid 80s currently. We've got dew points in the low 70s, so that humidity, that moisture is present. And then we've got this. We've got a front that's kind of stalled out. Same front that actually triggered the showers and storms yesterday is still hanging out nearby. So that's going to continue to cause some issues for us as we head through the second half of the day today. And FutureScan also shows that. It shows showers and storms kind of lighting up around 5 o'clock well west of here and then pushing eastward this evening. So late tonight, that's when you got to worry about the scattered showers and storms. Similar setup Saturday and Sunday too. So we start off dry both days, but then we get some showers and storms blowing up in the evening and then each night. So Saturday night, 7 o'clock, doesn't look pretty. We've got some heavy rain at times as that cluster of showers and storms moves through, and then we repeat the whole setup again come Sunday. So here's a look at the storm threats for today only. This goes into effect at 6 p.m. through midnight tonight. Damaging wind gusts and hail will be our top concerns, along with heavy rain. Fortunately, that threat for tornadoes looks pretty low. We also have a chance for some showers and some storms on Sunday, but I think it's as the game wraps up. So we've got our big hope opener for the Ravens. Really exciting stuff. I think it's not going to be as hot for that. So we are back in the mid 80s. That's more comfortable for some football, but we could see a stray shower and isolated storm by the time that game wraps up. Lots happening in our 10-day forecast. Number one, we're weather alert today because of the potential for scattered showers and storms. Still pretty toasty, too. Our long heat wave finally comes to an end today with highs in the low 90s. After that, we're back in the 80s this weekend. I would plan on some showers and some storms again Saturday and again on Sunday, both afternoon and evening hours. And then into early next week, it looks like this unsettled pattern continues. So we've got another weather maker pushing in and hanging around again Monday through Wednesday. At least our temperatures come down and return to more seasonable levels. We are back in the mid 80s Monday and Tuesday, and then beyond that, the low 80s, even the upper 70s are back. And it looks like an early look ahead at the following weekend looks like it will be drier and definitely feeling more like September, with highs returning to the upper 70s. Back to you.
The Lillie Carroll Jackson Civil Rights Museum is honoring a civil rights icon and keeping the rich history of Baltimore's civil rights movement alive. We visited Associate Director and Curator Iris Lee Barnes to learn more about Dr. Jackson's impact.
Lillie Carroll Jackson was referred to as the mother of the civil rights movement. She called herself a freedom fighter. She was the president of the Baltimore chapter of the NAACP for more than 35 years.
The implications of Dr. Jackson's activism reach beyond the city limits of Baltimore.
And she just led Baltimore in this movement. And a lot that happened in Baltimore impacted the nation. So Baltimore was a leader. She, along with her allies, led this effort to desegregate various areas of our lives. And so we're so thankful for all her work.
And the museum isn't just any old house.
The Lillie Carroll Jackson Civil Rights Museum was Lillie Carroll Jackson's former home. And she had visitors such as Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Thurgood Marshall, and her son-in-law, Clarence Mitchell, and her daughter, all of these individuals who were instrumental in the civil rights movement.
And she wasn't called the mother of the civil rights movement for nothing.
You could not be a child or grandchild of Lillie Carroll Jackson and not be involved in the NAACP and this civil rights movement. This was a family effort, a community effort. She had allies from ministers to lawyers, all kinds of community leaders who participated in this process, but certainly the family was at the helm.
While the museum serves as a reminder of Jackson's work, Barnes wants visitors to walk away with something applicable to their own life.
Lillie Carroll Jackson's legacy is so important. What she left behind is a message for us, and we have it on the wall here. Service to your people is the rent you pay for living on this earth. And what she meant by that is we all have a role to play. We all can do something important and make a difference, no matter what age you are. And she expected us to. It's our obligation to do something to make this a more equitable world for everyone. We invite everyone to come visit us at the Lillie Carroll Jackson Civil Rights Museum. We are located at 1320 Utah Place, and we're open Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And if you want to bring a group, sign up on our website. But we are here to greet you, so come on over.
Still ahead, a woman asked her date to Venmo him after she denied him a second date. Coming up, we're talking about dating etiquette and what you're saying about it. A woman is sharing online what she describes as a bizarre date. She says she met a man on a dating app and he asked her out for drinks, which he paid for. She says he was nice, but after thinking about it, she didn't see a future with him. So when a day passed and he asked her out again, she was honest with him. Apparently, that's when he asked her to Venmo him the money for the drinks he had paid for. And we wanted you to tell it. Is it fair to ask for your money back right now? Most of you are saying, you can't do that. We agree. Great show lined up for Monday. It's a simple act with a big impact. Coming up, a special story on community and coming together.
Find out how to have your business featured on Bmore Lifestyle. Email us at bmorelifestyletv@foxbaltimore.com.
And man, Baltimore is litty this weekend. Is that how you say it, kids? Litty? Okay. Thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Bmore Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. This weekend we got the game. We got this. We got that. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.